this video, we're going to take a look at a tab feature of Word 2016 called Leaders. And a leader is called a leader because what it does is it provides a character that leads up to the tab stop. So let's take a look at how this works. First of all, let's cycle through our tab settings over here, and let's select an ordinary left tab stop, and we'll put it out here at about the 2-inch mark, and then we'll tab, and we'll just type a little bit of junk, and we'll hit enter, and we'll tab and type a little bit of junk, and the tab stops are paragraph formatting commands, and therefore if you hit the enter key at the end of a line, they will carry over to the next paragraph. So I still have the same tab stop here that I had up on the first line. And now let's select these two lines here, and let's go to our paragraph group. We're on the home tab, paragraph group. We're going to click on the dialog box launcher, and let's click on that, and it'll open up the paragraph dialog box. Most of the stuff on here is just duplicating stuff that's up here, but there are a few things that are not located up here, and this is one of them. Let's go down to the bottom here, and let's click on the tabs button, and it will open another tabs dialog box for us, and it will come up and it will show us up here a list of all of the tab stops that are on the current line or selection of lines that we have in this case. And the one that we are currently editing will be selected down here, and it will also show up here. Now, since we've only got one, there's not much to see here, but we'll try that with some other tab stops and see what happens. Down here you specify what kind of tab stop it is, and then down here you specify a leader character. Okay, and by default the leader character is none, and we have three choices here for a leader character. We can do dots, we can do hyphens, or we can do underscores. And we're going to do a dot. I'm going to click on this, and then I'm going to click on OK. And when I come back to my document here, I have a bunch of dots leading up to the tab stop. Now, I've got both lines selected. I'm going to take the left tab stop here, and I'm going to slide it over a bit. And see, the nice thing about this is you don't have to type in the dots. Word puts them in for you. So if I decide I want that over a little bit further, I just select both lines, move the tab stop over, and it'll fill in as many dots as are necessary, and I don't have to type any extra ones in. If I want to go back in the other direction and decide that I don't want as many dots leading up to it, same thing. Word will keep track of that for me. Now, this looks kind of funny, so I'm going to delete that. I've got it selected right now. I'm just going to hit the delete key and delete it. And then we're going to take a look at what leader characters are mostly used for. And to do that, we're going to use two different tab stops on the same line. We're going to do a left tab stop here, and we're going to cycle through these until we get to a right tab stop, and let's go out here to about 5 inches, and we'll put a right tab stop. So everything here is going to be left aligned, everything over here is going to be right aligned, and we'll have ragged edges over here in the middle. So I'm going to hit tab once. It'll take me to the 1-inch mark. I'm going to type a little bit of junk. I'm going to hit tab, and I'm going to type a little bit of junk. I'm going to hit enter, tab, a little bit of junk, tab, a little bit of junk, and enter, and okay, so I got 3 lines there. Now, when you're doing, say, a table of contents, or like a cast for a play, you know, you have, with a table of contents, you've got like a chapter or something over here, and over here on the right you've got the page number. With play, you'd have a character over here, and you'd have the actor over here. And frequently when you do something like that, it makes it easier for the eye to follow if you have some dots or a leader character going from here to here. Now, because the dots are going to be leading up to this tab stop here, they're not leading to this one. If they were leading to this one, they would be over here. So since they're leading up to the right tab stop, they are associated with the right tab stop. So this is the tab stop that we want to set the dot leader for. So let's go here to our home tab again, paragraph group, and the dialog box launcher down here. And let's go to tabs. And now you see where I've got more than one set, and so I can select either this one or this one, and the one that's selected will be blue down here, and it also shows up here. And it's easy, at least for me, it's easy to forget which one you want to select and start changing the wrong one. So by default, the first one will come up here in the tab stop position box, and that is the one that you're modifying. So it's currently a left tab. It does not have a leader character. And if I want to adjust the 5-inch tab stop, I got to click on 5 inches here, and that appears up in the box, and it tells me that's a right tab, and it does not have a leader character either, but we're going to get it one. So I'm going to click on the 2, and we're going to click on OK, and now I have a leader character in there leading up to this stuff, and I've got all 3 lines selected, so any changes I make will apply to all 3 lines. So if I decide later on I want those a little further apart, I can just click and drag, and if I decide I want them a little bit closer together, I can just click and drag. Okay, same thing over on this side if I want to, move these. So that's the neat thing about doing tab stops instead of spaces too. All you have to do is move the tab stop. You don't have to go in and delete or add any spaces. Okay, we'll look at one last thing here. Let's go back to our tabs dialog box here, and now it's at the 4.5-inch mark, but it still is a right tab and has the dot leader. We're just going to look at the other options for a dot leader, not a dot leader, for a leader character, and this is going to be a hyphen character for the leader, and click on OK, and you see a bunch of hyphens there. And the last leader character we're going to do is going to be the underscore. And okay, see, even though I was doing 4.5 last time, it still comes up with 1. So you got to remember to check the right one. And then we're going to set that to the underscore character. We're going to click on OK, and now I've got a bunch of underscores going across. So if you ever need to set up something like a program or a table of contents or something like that, actually if you do a table of contents in Word, there's a much easier way to do it. But a program or something like that where you want to have a line or some dots connecting things on the left with things on the right, take that right tab stop and add a leader character to it.